2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Gems with Josh, season 2. Yes, we are back. Shout out to everybody who's been hitting me on the socials, asking me, yo, when's the new EPs dropping? Baby, we're here. We're ready for the 2026-2027 fantasy football season. And yeah, I'm very excited, man. Coming off of a championship from last year. We're right back at it. Hey, but to be honest with you guys, I've been playing fantasy football for over 15 plus years. And this year is probably going to be one of the most challenging drafts of all time. The reason why, after you get out of the second round, there's just a lot of question marks, a lot of what ifs, right? There's not a lot of running backs who are going to be getting majority of the work. There's a lot of wide receivers who haven't been proven yet. There's a lot of rookies out there, a lot of guys coming off of injuries, some guys coming in injured, right? So this year is going to be one of the most challenging drafts of all time, which I think will make this fantasy football season so fun. Because to me, I've done a bunch of mock drafts, and every time I got done with the mock draft, I looked at my team and I was like, yo, we low-key kind of ass, right? Just because there's a lot of question marks on a lot of those guys. But I'm going to help you guys figure out some things in that draft, starting off with the top 5 guys that I like, that I think are gems coming into this draft, if you haven't drafted already, that you might want to take a look at. All right. Number 1 guy I like in there, man, Carnell Tate, wide receiver for the Tennessee Titans. All right. Rookie. I know a lot of people question why Tennessee drafted him so high in the draft this last spring. But, man, I've been watching him in camp, looking at his size. And he looks like he's going to be one of those guys when we look at the end of the fantasy football season, he's going to be a wide receiver 1. For one, he has all the size in the world, has great hands. And to be honest, who is Cam Moore going to throw the ball to? He's got to throw the ball to somebody. So Carnell Tate is going to be one of those guys I'm really going to be targeting in my drafts. Probably be able to get him after round 5, round 6. So, yeah, definitely look out for Carnell Tate. He's going to be a good one. All right, number 2, Omarion Hampton, okay? A lot of question marks around Omarion Hampton. Last season, he looked really good, but he got hurt in his rookie season, didn't really finish the way that he wanted to. I love the fact that Mike McDaniel is over there with the LA Chargers now, and I think he's going to have a hell of a season. If you're able to get this guy in the second round, possibly third round, I think he's going to be an absolute steal. And when we look at fantasy football at the end of the year, I think Omarion Hampton is going to be one of those guys who's going to be a top 5 running back. He's going to catch the ball. He's definitely going to get majority of the rushes. So, yeah, he's another guy that I'm definitely looking towards targeting in the draft this year. All right. Third guy. Love this guy a lot. Been watching him a lot in preseason. He looks to be an absolute dog. His name is Dazon Sterling, wide receiver for the 49ers. Dude is a rookie, but he looks like a stud already. He's getting majority of the targets in the preseason. And another reason why I love this guy a lot, no knock on Mike Evans. Mike Evans has gotten a lot older. The 49ers just brought in Debo. He's older as well. Somebody has to really step up in that offense and be wide receiver 1. I think this rookie might end up being that guy before the season's over and done with. He's got great size, great route running capabilities, and he also catches the ball very well. He's one of those guys you might be able to target in your 6th, 7th round and end up being a league winner for you when it's all said and done. So, yeah, definitely take a look at him. 4. Position that I've been looking at back and forth every time I've been doing mock drafts have been tight ends, right? Not a whole bunch of great tight ends. If you're not getting maybe a Brock Bowers or a Trey McBride super early in the draft, you might be able to wait for a while and get a tight end and still get a lot of production. And one of those guys that I like is Juwan Johnson, tight end from the New Orleans Saints. I think the Saints are going to be one of those sneaky good teams this year whose offense is going to look very well. Just last season, Juwan Johnson played very well with rookie Tyler Shough. I think he's going to do even better this season. Tyler Shough, excuse me. Last year, he had over 800 yards in receiving. I believe he had over 5 touchdowns. I think that production will stay steady or maybe even climb some because I think the offense is going to be better. Also, too, there's a lot of question marks between Chris Olave and Jordan Tyson. Both have kind of been injury prone. Juwan Johnson might be that steady hand that Shough needs, and I think he's going to be one of those guys that you could probably get in your 6th, 7th, 8th, maybe even 9th round that could really help you win fantasy football this season. So, yeah, Juwan Johnson, tight end, New Orleans Saints, love him a lot. And last but not least, Jadarian Price, running back, rookie for the Seattle Seahawks. All right, Kenneth Walker definitely left He went over to Kansas City. And then also Zach Charbonnet towards ACL last season. I don't believe he'll be back until maybe the middle of the season. I think Jadarian Price looked really, really good in camp. He was always very fresh because he kind of shared the backfield with Love in college at Notre Dame. I think he's going to be one of those guys who's going to be an absolute stud early on and may get even better. I know the one question mark a lot of people are having with him is, can he catch the ball? I think they're going to figure out ways to get him in the screen game, different things like that. I also think he's going to get majority of the goal line work. So Jadarian Price, I think he's going to be one of those guys that you can get later on that might end up being one of those guys that could really help you win your fantasy this season. Again, guys, coming up this year, a lot of question marks in the draft, right? Who's going to be wide receiver one? Who's going to be running back one? Who's going to be a tight end worth talking about besides Brock Bowers and Trey McBride? All right. You know me, my draft, strategy always is to draft quarterbacks late. I think there's a lot of quarterbacks you can get later on, like Justin Herbert, Tyler Shuck. Think about a guy like Patrick Mahomes. He's going in the 7th, 8th rounds these days because people forgot how good he is. And that offense struggled the last few years. So you can really wait on quarterback. The positions that you definitely want to target early on, you want to go running back and you want to go wide receiver. And the reason why, you want to go with the guys that you know who are proven and are a steady hand. Again, once you get out of the 2nd, 3rd round, there's just a lot of question marks, but with a lot of running backs and a lot of wide receivers. So you definitely want to get your running back and receivers out of the way early. And, me, I'm going running back heavy in mine. I might go running back the first 4 rounds of my draft. I'm not even going to lie to you. I just want to make sure that I have enough depth. And guess what? If those guys are good at the end of the year, I can package some things together and maybe go trade for me another wide receiver. So, yeah, hopefully these tips will help you with your draft coming up. We will have our mock draft episode coming up soon. I got 2 of my drafts that I'm doing this week, so I can let you guys see exactly how I drafted and how I'm shaping my team up to be a league winner in 2026, 2027. Again, I'm coming off of 2 fantasy football championships last season, so I'm trying to run it back to back like that boy Drizzy say, and I'm very excited about it. Again, this season, we will be betting on underdog, so we'll be doing most of our picks on underdog as the season begins. But yeah, season 2, man, excited to be back. Thank you for everybody tagging me and sending me private DMs, asking me what's going on next with the pod and looking for advice. So yeah, we're back with advice. And let's get this thing going, y'all. Gems with Josh, season 2, we back.